Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name is Talat Iqbal and student ID is MS 160 400 299. Today presentation is for the course CS 708 Software Requirement Engineering, and my approved topic was software testing. So we will start with the presentation. Let's start with the abstract. This presentation is made for the CS 708 Software Requirement Engineering to discuss the different aspects and types of testing and their applicability to software requirement engineering. Also, we will discuss in this presentation the different type of testing, level of testing, advantages and disadvantages, and finally we will come up with the conclusion that which is favorable for us. We have some abbreviation and acronyms, that is ISTQB, that is the board, International Software Testing Qualification Board, that is the one who is issuing certificates and having some material for the testing. ROI is return on investment. We have some more acronym like SWE-book, that is Software Engineering Body of Knowledge and Standards. SDLC, Software Development Life Cycle, and we have a couple of more. I will skip it for now. First of all, testing. What is testing? Software testing. Software testing is an empirical technique to investigate, conducted to provide the stakeholder with the information about the quality of the product or the services or system which is under the test. Testing can be performed either two ways, that is static and dynamic. In a static, we just do the review, for example, documentation review, requirement review, project plan reviews, and all these sort of reviews. While in dynamic testing, we run the piece of code, software, or the system which is under test, and we, against a certain inputs, and we observe the behavior of the system and how it is working, how it's dealing with the inputs, invalid inputs, and so forth, and come up with a decision that if the system is good for use and fit for purpose. What are the goals of software testing? The major goal of software testing is respond correctly to all kind of inputs. This I already explained, that is that's to deal this input handle properly, that is valid and invalid input, and perform certain functionality in acceptable time frame and meeting the service level agreement. So the question, first of all, let us say why the software testing is important, why an organization will pay or do an extra effort for the testing. This is the reason that we do, as a human, we all make mistake, and even developer and requirements, and this could be a mistake. So we need some other one to validate our work, to verify that what the system we are delivering is fit for the use, and to have another point of view and opinion on the system, so that we make sure that we are delivering quality product at time, and our end user and customer or consumer of the system is satisfied whatever he is getting. Basically, I will skip here a lot of details due to the time limitation, and the size of the presentation may get bigger, and it won't upload to the LMS. So quickly go to the type of testing. There are major two type of testing. One is a black box testing, and the second one is a white box testing. These both are testing tech methodologies or strategies an organization can adopt. In a black box testing, the tester is not aware what is inside the system, so he just technically observing the functionality, the input, and expecting certain output which is as per the design. While the white box testing is like that, we see a system under test as a white box. It is mostly that we will traverse through the loop, we'll have the complete visibility of the testing. of the system which we are having. Both of the technique, white box and black box, has certain pros and cons. That is the major for the black box testing is majorly used for the functional testing. The tester is not necessary should require to have a deep programming knowledge or technical knowledge of the system, while for the white box it is necessary or mandatory to have the development knowledge and the deep knowledge of the system, the code itself. So these are both merits and demerits of black box and white box testing. We have now different levels of kind of testing. There are mostly four major kind of testing. The number one is unit testing, the second one is integration testing, third one is system testing, and the fourth one is acceptance testing. Unit testing and integration testing is mostly done by the developer who is developing the system, while the system testing and acceptance testing is done by testing team or a customer who's presenting, or a third party who is presenting the customer. Conclusion. I'll go to the conclusion that both, as we already said, both white and black box testings are necessary for a successful software system delivery with different testing technique. Of course, they both have their different testing technique. In many cases, black box testing is done by a dedicated testing team, while white box testing is performed mostly by the developer. Now let's conclude our presentation with futuristic research and conclusion and epilogue. It is clear in the organization they can use both type of testing technique, that is black box testing technique and white box testing technique. However, most of the organizations prefer to use a black box testing as it is directly covering the functionality of the system. But there is a new trend in which different organization is trying to adopt, that is a gray box testing. In a gray box testing, we take the advantages of black box and white box and combine them together so that we can achieve maximum quality and quality product while eliminating the disadvantage of both the black box and while eliminating the disadvantages of black box and white box testing. This is the end of presentation. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you very much.